All right, let's talk about something that can feel, well, like a giant, confusing maze: money. But don't you worry. Today, we're going to break down the world of finance and how money really works, and hopefully turn that intimidating maze into a super clear path forward. You ever feel like you're playing a game, but you don't actually know all the rules? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. The world of finance, with all its jargon and weird systems, can feel exactly like that. A huge money maze where it's just so easy to get lost. But what if you had a map?
And that's pretty much what we're doing today. Here's our guided tour. We're going to start by just admitting this whole thing is a maze. Then, we'll build your very own financial compass. After that, we'll get a bird's eye view of how the system actually works. And finally, the best part, we'll focus on how you can make that system work for you.
Okay, so first things first, let's just talk about that feeling of being totally lost. It's so important to acknowledge the confusion that so many of us feel when it comes to money.
And here's the key thing I want you to hear right away. It is not just you. The financial system, with all its layers of institutions and products and confusing words, can often feel like it was designed to be complex. So feeling intimidated isn't some personal failing. It's a completely normal reaction to a really complicated setup.
Okay, but hey, we're not here to stay lost, right? It's time to find the solution. Let's build the one tool you need to navigate this maze with confidence: your financial compass.
So what is this compass? It's something called financial literacy. And I know, that sounds super formal, like something out of a textbook. But just look at this definition for a second. It's not about being a math wizard. It's about having the knowledge and the skills to make good decisions for your own life. It's a life skill, plain and simple.
Man, this quote really nails it, doesn't it? Think of it this way. The economy is the landscape. It's the terrain we all have to travel through. Financial literacy, that's your personal compass that helps you find your way, helps you avoid the quicksand, and lets you head in the direction you actually want to go.
So let's break down what this compass actually looks like. It's got 4 main pillars. Budgeting, that's your route map. It shows you exactly where your money is going. Saving, that's your safety net for all those unexpected bumps in the road. Investing is your growth engine. That's how you build for the future. And managing debt, well, that's your path to freedom, clearing the way forward.
All right, so you've got your compass. Now we need to understand the landscape you're going to use it in. You know, to navigate the maze, you got to know a little bit about how the maze itself is built.
You know, at its core, modern money it's a really fascinating idea. It's not backed by a physical thing like gold anymore. This is called fiat money, and its value comes from a shared agreement and our trust in the government that issues it. It's kind of like game tokens in a massive, economy-wide game that we've all just decided have value.
So how do these tokens get into the game in the first place? Well, this shows the basic flow. A country's central bank creates money. Then it gets distributed out to commercial banks. Those banks then lend it out to people and businesses like us. And from there, it just circulates through the economy as we buy and sell stuff. And that flow, that influences everything from interest rates to how much your groceries cost. Okay, that was the big picture stuff. We've acknowledged the maze, we've built the compass, and we understand the landscape. Now for the most important part, charting your own course and making this whole system work for you.
So let's get real for a second. A huge roadblock for so many people is debt. Look at this number, $6,500. That's the average credit card debt per person. That's a serious weight to carry around, and it makes navigating that financial maze incredibly difficult.
And this is why your choices matter so much. Just look at this. With that average debt, if you only make the minimum payments, you could be stuck paying it off for over 15 years. 15! But if you get a plan and get aggressive with your payments, you're free in under 3. Think about that. That's more than a decade of your life you just got back. The difference is absolutely staggering. So here's the bottom line. You really do have the power to change your path. Here's your starter toolkit, pulling together everything we've talked about. First, create that budget, your route map. Second, build an emergency fund, your safety net. Third, understand how compound interest works, both for you and against you. And finally, go after that high-interest debt first.
Whew, we've covered a lot, right? From how confusing this all can seem to the simple, powerful tools you can use to find your way. You've got the blueprint for your compass now. The only thing left is to take that first step. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. What's the very first step you're going to take?